Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So North Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head. That might have been the reason why he dropped it.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's on the 40, the 20, 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Does the start get any better for this defense? You force a third down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ballgame.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find...
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Mean Green trying to convert on third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punch it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I like this idea by the offense, using the jet sweep, and you're trying to take a receiver with all of his speed and get him on the outside and get him in space. That puts so much stress on a defense. I'd expect to see this offense dial the play up more.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Got a man. It's Newton. Quick step and go. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Collier. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That's caught. It's Koch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Hawkins. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the right. Smashes ahead. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bargava. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bargava. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Off play action. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to Ombre, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Trying to run it in. Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the press. Breaks into the open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Smith wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Working that left side now. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, North Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Handoff to the single running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his man. It's Guzman. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This quarterback has been locked in. The aerial attack has been precise. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the... He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Smith dropping to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, baby.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. offense working from the pistol. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Finds his man. It's Vargava. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big, tall receiver. Figure the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and disrupt that timing. You could tell the timing was a little bit off on that one.
Firing to the right, complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense